Hey, you guys, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? I pray that everybody is doing well tonight, is doing excelente. As you can see, the scenery is a little bit different. I decided to come behind my desk to give myself a little bit more room to be able to have all my different devices since I am the producer, the host, the whatever of this particular platform. Welcome to It's in the Book. Hey, that's what we do when we're in our beginning stages of building our brand. We put on those different hats. So I seen this really cool post with this person with these hats, these like 5 or 6, 7 hats on top of their head stacked on top of each other. And that is an analogy of being a business. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing many parts. So my one camera didn't want to act right, so I had to go ahead and get it act right. And then I have all my other little items here. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me. This is our final and our 4th week of the I Am Queen month. We are celebrating the launch of the anthology I Am Queen that was spearheaded by Miss Tanisha. She took what God gave to her and she shared it with 22 ladies who took on the task of being I Am Queen, to be able to straighten their crown up, to be able to be transparent, talk about the things that happened to them in their life, in their childhood, dealing with domestic violence, dealing with different childhood traumas and so forth. They shared those things with us in hopes that they will bless somebody in the midst of what they're going through. They may be going through their storm. They may be dealing with different triumphs, different trials of their life, and dealing with the aftermath of the storm that they went through in their life. So I thank the lady so much for getting on with me, and we have our final week. Now, I did not get an opportunity to have all the ladies on, but hopefully, prayerfully, the ladies have been busy bees, and they wasn't able to get on, but we did get the opportunity to talk to half of them. And today, we're going to have Miss Alonda come on with us, and we have a pre-recording for Miss Miracle. So you're going to be hearing from them a little bit later, as well as we're going to be talking about the many things that's going on with KRC Bookstore on the It's in the Book show. So let me introduce myself real quickly. My name is Tammy Martin, and I am your host of It's in the Book show. What is It's in the Book? We believe that everything and anything you could be looking for can be found in a book. You just have to find the right book. You need inspiration? Get you a book. You need education? Get you a book. You need to be inspired? Pick you a book up. You need to be encouraged because you're feeling down and out. Pick up a book. So many different things can be found in the book. You can find humor in the book. You can find drama in the book. You find, your way. Your path could be opened up just by opening up a book. Now, we talk to various authors. We talk to various business owners, and then we hear from various authors, various business owners, and I show you different books that are in the bookstore from the different members of the bookstore, KRC bookstore. So, and as well as we're going to be rolling out some ideas for Mother's Day. As you know, Mother's Day is May 14th. That is a day that I haven't had the opportunity most of my life to celebrate with my biological mother, because my mother left this earth when I was 11 years old. So with that being said, that day has a special place in my heart, because I believe that we should celebrate our mothers. We should give our mothers their roses while they're on this side of the earth. So if you have a mother or mother figure in your life, if you like me, lost your mother, and you have mother figures in your life, you want to give them something special. So we have some gift ideas. And what are they? They are books, because we believe everything and anything can be found in the book. So I'm going to show you a few books that are ideal for our mothers, depending on what stage in life that they are, whether they're going through their triumphs, or whether they're needing some inspiration, or they enjoy a good book of poetry, or they need to get a journal or something like that. We're going to be showing you some books. So without any further ado, we're going to run a commercial, and then we're going to be right back, and we're going to bring Miss Alonda on to be to talk about her chapter in the I Am Queen Anthology. So I will be right back with you. Hey, we're back. That was a commercial by an amazing author talking about the different changes that they went through. Um, a children's book to be able to help our children go through the different pandemic obstacles of life. Whether they was in the stage of the beginning of the pandemic, in the middle of the pandemic, transitioning out of the pandemic, just life has changed all the way around. I mean, life has changes. Life has ups and downs and so forth. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of the show. We're going to talk about Miss Alana. Miss Alana is a little nervous. So we are going to be gentle with her, and we're going to say a prayer for her that she be able to come onto this platform and be to rock it out like a rock star that I know she is. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring her on the stage. Hey. I'm
Hello,
excited.
hello.
I am so excited to have you on. Yes,
Thank
ma'am,
you.
Queen.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we at the It's in the Book show, we are gentle and we love all our guests. So we're going to be gentle with you, and we're going to pray for you as you are speaking the words that God has given to you to be to give to the masses. So I'm gonna scoot out the way, and don't worry, I'm not too far. Sometimes I get a little confused with my little things, and it sometimes takes me a little while to come back in, or if I come back in, I come back in without audio. I have all kinds of trips and so forth with here. So, don't get nervous, because the bottom line is I mess up and I trip over myself as well. So, but it's okay. I laugh at myself. So I'm going to scoot on out the
I
way and give
understand.
the floor to you.
Well, hello everybody. I am Alonda Sims and I am one of the authors of I Am Queen Anthology book. Um my chapter is chapter 2 and chapter 2 is spiritual addictions. Um what can I say about my chapter? Um my chapter is dealing with um, addictions in a spiritual aspect, um, specifically dealing with the spirit of lust. Um, a lot of times we tend to think, automatically, that, when you talk about lust, you're talking about sex. And what do you know? Yep. Mine is talking about that. Uh, However, it's talking about how I overcame the spirit of lust, and it's talking about what it took for me to come out of that, um, which, as being a single woman, oftentimes we, as singles, we get in that mode of, hey, I'm tired of, seeing all these married couples around here, and I can't speak for nobody else, but this is just me. By the time you get through with this, you might know all of my business. But um so just really looking at all the married couples, and I was like, it's quite easy for, a married woman to, tell you to hold on and uh pull your skirt down and, keep your legs closed and all that kind of stuff, and you going home to a chocolate thunder and all that kind of stuff, and I'm going home to a bed full of pillows. Gonna take more than the Lord to help me. And in my chapter, I talk about how um I got, I got so many temptations thrown at me, so many trials and tribulations when it comes to just dealing with singleness. And when it comes to singleness, this was my toughest area right here. It's dealing with lust, lust of the flesh, and it was tough. It was hard. It was even tough for me to write this chapter because I knew that when I started writing this chapter that I would be exposing myself, that I would be letting the world know something that I was dealing with and that I was struggling with. And oftentimes, many people feel like, oh, you're a church girl. You're not supposed to be dealing with this. You're not supposed to be struggling with that. And what people don't understand is just like the world struggles with stuff, the church do too. And a lot of times the world becomes the world becomes upset with the church because the church acts so phony. I'm probably gonna get some inboxes about this, but I don't care. The church seems to act a little bit of phonyish when it comes to being real, and oftentimes they often tell you, pull your skirt, up and close your legs, do this and do that. And for me, I felt like oftentimes in the church, no, they told us to close our legs and things of that nature, but they never told us how to deal with what comes after that. They never told us, okay, when temptation comes, what do I do? After I pull my skirt down, what do I do? After I zipped up my pants, what do I do? Because the battle is still there. He still look good. I can still smell the cologne from around the corner. So what am I supposed to do? Uh, so in this, I go into my own personal story of how another battle came up, and it was the same battle that I have been faced with, but this time it was a bit different. And the reason why I was a bit different was because I started to recognize some things that I didn't recognize before. So that is what changed the whole game plan. And I knew then I had to pay attention, close attention to what was in front of me, especially if I knew that I wanted to pass this test. And I'm thankful that I was able to pass it, because had I not, I probably wouldn't even be able to write this chapter and to tell y'all my story. So it's really me telling my testimony, and it's me, letting other single ladies know that, hey, you know, it's, I know it's hard. I know it's tough. And I know sometimes you get tired of seeing other couples, um, going out holding hands and stuff like that. But keep holding on. Keep pushing, keep striving, keep praying, keep seeking God, and just know that our King, your King, He's coming. He's coming. So this is my first book. However, I am working on my first official book. It's almost there, so it's coming, and the name of it is Hey Girl. Hey Girl will be more in detail of my life. It's going into more details about some more things that I've been through, some things that I have recently faced and battled with. So you can look out for that sometime this year. Um, the reason why I chose I Am Queen Anthology, because it speaks to the queen in me. I've been knowing Tanisha for a good minute, and I knew about the vision that God gave her, and to see her push and to see her to keep pressing and moving forward, it really did something for me. And I felt like if she can share her story and have the courage that she had and has to share her story, why can't I? And who am I to keep my story away from women out there that may need to hear what I've been through? I have no right to do that. So um I really truly thank God for Queen for sharing her story and for just giving us this opportunity and this platform to even be able to share our stories with the world. And I appreciate her so much from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to be a part of this amazing journey. I really do. Um, what I do a lot. Now I can write, we'll add Arthur to what I do. I'm also a virtual and executive assistant. Um, I'm a photographer. I am a graphic artist. Um, I do pretty much anything you can think of. I just, I my main thing is I love to serve. So, if I can put anything at the top of that list, is for me, it's serving. And if you know me and you know my heart, then you know that's what I love doing. And anything that I do, whether it's business or not, I try my best to make sure that I'm being found serving, because that's my love language. That's what I love doing. So um yeah, that's me. That's Alonda, and that's why I chose I Am Queen Anthology.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Alana, for sharing that with you, girl. If you could see me over here, you was talking, and I was like, "Oh yes, say it." It gets real. I've been on both ends of it. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been married again. And now I don't want to tell too much of my business, but I've been married a
Yeah.
couple times. And so when you go through that stage of being married and then you're back to what you feel like or what somebody else would think that is square one, that is not true. It's not square one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get into a marriage and it don't be the marriage for you, or it
Hmm.
doesn't work out for one reason or another, and it's not, for me, it's not necessarily a particular person's fault. And I have no animosity. I have no, strikes or anything against, my former spouses. It's just something that, just it just wasn't what it was, supposed to be, and when people ask me, well, what happened? I'd be like, it was just time to move on, and I keep it
Yeah.
simple and to the point, and but reality is, as fleshly creatures, we have a spirit, and the spirit is a lot stronger than the flesh. The flesh is the thing that, pushes us into doing something that we may not necessarily supposed to do. It's
Talk about
outside the
it.
will of God. And you just want to say, us as, faith-based Christians, we want to stay as close to God as possible. We don't want to be, pushed away from him. But the reality is, the desires get real. And
Yeah.
it's easy to say, people to say, oh, well, wait to marriage, or restrain yourself to marriage, don't do this and don't do that. When you have a warm body at home, it's easy to say that, and you know, it gets rough when you are, on the other side of it, and you don't
It
have that
does.
warm body, don't have that choice, and so forth. So, and sometimes, some moments are stronger than others. So I love the
Yeah.
fact that you talked about those things, that people in a manner that that's real,
Yeah.
a lot of times, church people like to put this persona on that, oh, I never sin, or I never get tempted. The reality is, you're storing into yourself if you say you never got tempted, because we all are tempted. We all fall
Exactly.
off. The Bible teaches us we all have fell short of the glory of God. And that thought
Exactly.
is taking you away from God. That mere thought, that lustful thought, the thought alone is taking you away from God, and you have to repent, and you have to rebuke those spirits that would take you
My
away from him
God.
or separate you from him. So I love the fact that you was transparent like that, and you talk real. I mean, it's real.
You
So
have to be. You have to be. And what I want people to know is that I'm not beating. I know sometimes it may seem like I'm beating up on married people, and I love our married couples because I learn a lot from them. But as a single person, what I want people to know is that it helps when you have another single, especially in the kingdom, that can look at you and say, I feel you. I feel you. I'm hanging on. We're going to hang on together. We're going to get through this. I got you. I'm pushing you. I'm rocking with you. So that's what I'm saying by, all of this. Like, don't be so quick to be so judgmental because someone else's sin is out there, but yours in the back burner. Just because yours ain't out there, don't mean it ain't there. Yours just one put out on Front Street. So just because your closet door is closed, don't mean it still can't break. That's all I'm
yes, ma'am.
saying. So
Yes,
we, like you said, we're human. We have those feelings, but sometimes it just sometimes you that flesh and the spirit, it goes to war sometimes. And that's what happened in this chapter. Both were at complete war. And that's what I want people to know. Just you know it's okay because you're human, but keep fighting. Don't stay down. Get up and keep fighting.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're gonna go through some of these comments and so forth, because we have some encouraging thoughts for you. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this. It's amazing how I see authors, or I see people come over here and interview, and they be like, "Oh, I'm so nervous," or "I've never interviewed before," and so forth. And it's like they get into the element, and you may feel this on the inside, but people on the outside don't see it. I see you very comfortable, whether you're faking the funk or it's real. You're very comfortable at where you're talking and what you're talking about. So I commend you for stepping up to the plate and doing this interview, because I know sometimes when you step outside that comfort zone, it can be a little. scary. Just reality.
Yes. Very.
So, yes, ma'am. So now we had some people that made some comments. Now I do want to let everybody know that made comments. If you did not click that link, your name is not coming up. So I'm gonna go through your comments and I'll read them off. But some of them are not able to be seen because you didn't click that link. You have to give StreamYard permission to mention your name. So we have some people that said hi, and then we had somebody that says hi, Queen Alana, and then hi, hey Queens, and then I can't really see what that is. I think that's a clap. I'm sorry if that's not a clap. I do apologize. Um, And then it says, let him use you for his glory, Alana Sims. Um, and then we have somebody that says, hi, Queen Alana. I'm assuming this is the queens, these ladies, I love how these ladies address each other. So I can always
Yes.
tell, even without seeing who is actually making a comment, I know it's somebody out of your area of the I Am Queen anthology. So I know that's where that came from. I don't see who, but I know it came out of there. So I love the fact that y'all encourage each other so much. I love that.
Yes.
So proud of you, Queen. And it said that takes some great encouragement. I'm sorry, great courage. Uh, and then you said, that was me making a comment. Tell them it is real. And it says, you got this, Sister Queen. And then the struggle is real. That was telling you the struggle is real.
It is. It is. Amen, church.
And then speak the truth, Queen. And it says, keep holding on. Whew. Where's my church fans at?
Not the church fan.
Thank you for your transparency. And then shout out to Tanisha. Then we have, oh, hey girl, be on the lookout because she got a book coming out. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to read it. I know it's going to be fire. And your mama, oh my beautiful queen. Okay, that's coming. I believe this is coming from. I'm not sure if this is coming from Miracle Scott because she's up next. She's actually pre-record. And then somebody says, so true. Yes, get up. Alana is a natural. Yes, ma'am. You're definitely a natural in your element. And it says, hey, Queen, great to see you. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So thank you so much, Miss Alana, for accepting the call and coming on and talking about the I Am Queen anthology. I know this anthology is going to truly bless some people. Y'all, if you haven't got your copy yet, please get your copy. They also have it in ebook form, so you definitely can get your copy there. I purchased an extra copy of the ebook, so I am going to actually be raffling that off, my extra copy I have of the anthology I Am Queen. So if y'all share, let me know you share. Send me a message to 832-443-8177. 832-443-8177. Let me know that you shared, and I send you my extra copy of the I Am Queen anthology ebook. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next part. And one more comment came through. Hey, Queen. So I'm going to put you in the green room.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you come back after I run Miss Miracle's pre-recording for you to give us your final thoughts, like Jerry Springer. May he rest in peace. All right, I'll be back with you shortly.
Okay.
All right, I thank so much. Thank you so much for coming in. You would never guess that she was supposed to be nervous. She was supposed to be nervous. I think she was faking. So she did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. So we're gonna run a commercial real quick, and then we're gonna talk about these books. and then I'm gonna get into Miss Miracle's pre-recording. So I will be back with you shortly.
Here we go.
All right, sorry, ladies, I bumped something on the other camera. So that particular commercial was from our graphics department, our video creation department. They create trailers, book trailers. They create commercials. They can put together a beautiful commercial for you. He's in the process of redoing our intro, one that you see coming in. We want to kind of, freshen it up a little bit, do something a little bit different. So soon we'll have another intro. Super excited about that. So I'm going to tell you about one, two, three, five of the books real quickly, and then we're going to go off into Miss Miracle's pre-recording. So we have these 5 books. These are very good books for our mothers out there. We have this Finding Joy in the Journey. This young lady actually has she has another co-author project coming up that she's putting together. She's looking for 365 authors to go off into her devotional. If you're interested in being an author, definitely get with me and I'll get you over to her. Her name is Miss Vanessa Blackwell. I'm hoping and praying that we'll be to get some of the authors on. That's going to be part of this particular platform to be to talk about their chapters. But this is a 90-day devotional, and it says healthy ways to find joy during difficult times. And it was presented by Miss Vanessa Blackwell, and she has a collaboration of phenomenal authors. So she has beautiful authors that's doing a 30-day devotional. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Close the door. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So this is a very good Mother's Day gift. So if you have a mother that enjoys devotionals, enjoys reading, we're a very big advocate here at It's in a Book, KRC Bookstore, that everything and anything can be found in a book. And we believe hashtag books are great gifts. Not only are books are great, but they're great gifts because knowledge can be found in a book. Our Bible teaches us, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. And where do you find knowledge? You find it in the book. So definitely get this book for your beautiful mother and bless her. I know she will absolutely love it, as well as we're putting together bundles for shirts. May 14th is Mother's Day. So don't forget May 14th. Don't forget about your mother for Mother's Day. All right. This is a book of affirmations. This is more affirmations and quotes. Self to help unlock love, the greatness within, believe. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book of devotional. Affirmations. Different things that you say to yourself, like positively flows through me. I am allowed to show emotion. That's a big one. A lot of times we are scared to show our emotions. We're scared to be transparent. And the bottom line is, some people say, "Oh, people will play your emotions against you and all that kind of stuff." But you don't want to walk around with that stuff all locked up in your heart, all in your mind, and so forth, to drive yourself batty. I am creative. Let's see another one. Give you last one that's in here. I love my hair. Now that's a really big thing for especially our beautiful Black people, because so often we have been taught to not like our hair. Now, most people, a lot of people can find something that they don't necessarily like about themselves, and that's just one thing: your hair. I have grown to love my hair, no matter how my hair is looking, whether it's kinky. I don't straighten my hair anymore, but it doesn't matter. I still love my hair because my hair is a part of me, so it doesn't matter. So this is a very good book. All right. Then we have something for the single mothers, A Single Mother's View. This is by Miss Patrice, and this is a beautiful book. Now, she's actually a married woman now, but when she wrote this book, she talked about how she dealt with being a single mother, the different trials that go along with being a single mother, the different challenges that go along with single mother. And it gives you the feeling of not being alone, because you're not alone. Because reality is that single mothers, a lot of times, it doesn't matter what you look like or where you live or where you're at, you go through some of the similar things. So this is a very good book. Get this for your mother, especially if you have a single mother, and a single mother has raised you. Okay, those who talk about their finances. Okay, I guess I have more books up here then, because I have quite a few books I want to talk about for y'all today. This particular one, this is 20 tips to financial success. This young lady, not only do she live the successful financial success, she talks about it. She don't just talk about it, she lives it. So this is a very good book right here. She's in the Memphis area, and she has a lot of Memphis, Tennessee area, and she has a lot of things going on, a lot of different events. So please make sure you reach out to her to be able to support her in what she's doing. All righty. Now I have two more I want to show y'all, and then we're going to go off into our I'm going to run a commercial, and then we're going to go off into our pre-recording. All right. This is my Butterfly Transformation. This is a journal experience. Isn't that beautiful? I just absolutely love this cover right here. This young lady wrote, and she wrote from a standpoint of being a domestic violence survivor and advocate. And she has areas where she wrote, and then she has areas where you can actually journal. So journaling is one of those things that is so important. It helps you put things in perspective. It helps you know how you felt at that moment, because you can write something down one day and come back to it 2 weeks later, a year later, and you could be feeling differently about it, and it helps you see your progress. So if you're trying to track your progression, it helps you see your progression. So this is a very good book right here. It's now all these books are on our website, www.krcbookstore.com. And our last journal, last but definitely not least, this is our daily reflection journal. Now this one is a big, beautiful journal. All these are on our website, www.krcbookstore.com. This says, powerful creative ideas flow through me. So, very beautiful written out journal. It has a daily journal. It has top 3 things about today. Something new I learned today. Now that's so important. You definitely want to learn something new every day, at least every other day, at least once a week. Don't go without your whole life without learning something. Learn something. What inspired me the most today? What emotions have I felt today? And then it has use this space to talk about your day in written or draw a picture. For those who like to draw pictures and talk about things, it gives you an area where you can just do that. Boom. There you go, baby. Give you a whole second page over here. Give you a smaller section over here. They got you, baby. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Make sure you go to the website, www.krcbookstore.com. And now we're going to go to a commercial, and then we're going to come back with Miss Miracle's interview.
YMRE Media.
Northshire Productions. J. Boo the Heartbreaker. It's nothing like working out with your friends in J. Boo the Heartbreaker apparel. You can go to the gym, have fun, relax, and all of this versatile apparel. Even when you get a little bit too sweaty, you can feel sexy. J. Boo, the Heartbreaker apparel can take you everywhere. Business meetings or just drinks with your friends. And fellas, J. Boo, the Heartbreaker did not forget about you. You can look dope in all this apparel. Don't forget to shop today. Make sure you check out www.jboo.com.
If that wasn't enough, check out this merch.
Hey, we're back. That was J Boo the Heartbreaker. She actually has a beautiful clothing line that was actually from her summer workout gear. So definitely make sure you check her out. Support her in her endeavors and what she's doing. Um, beautiful young lady, beautiful young lady. So we're gonna go ahead and start sharing this screen of mine over here, and we're going to run this particular pre-recording, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, Miss Miracle said that she's not able to hear it. I'm not exactly sure why it's not coming on through. Let me share it on my other screen and see if that makes a difference. Okay, it's not going to let me share it on this screen. Okay. Miss Miracle, I do apologize. Um, I don't know why the volume doesn't play on this particular computer that I was sharing it from. So I'm going to figure out what I'm doing wrong, and it said it's not connected. Let me see if I can get this one to connect. Hold on for me. Let me make one final try. And it might possibly be because I brought this particular um, computer in with no volume. So I'm thinking that's what it is. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Because I'll be trying to cut back. So, okay. Now that might fix the problem. So hold on, y'all. Oh, did I? Let's share entire screen. Okay, you guys, I'm sharing my entire screen, so let's see if this works. If not, I may have to bring it back in. Okay, you guys, I am not able to get it to come in. So, let me see. Let me play a commercial and then I'll come back and see if I can get it to come in. All right, our next author that's up.
Hello, how are you? How you doing, ma'am?
All right.
I'm Ramona Gaines. I'm the author of the Nanny and Me book series. And the Nanny and Me book series was written based on my relationship with my grandmother that I call Nanny. And the reason that I wanted to write the book series was to share how important and integral the relationship with your grandparents is in the African American community. The books are for grades 3 through 5. And the first one is about learning the world need of Christmas. Then we have about Easter. Then we have about learning how to make homemade ice cream. And then we have some activity books and coloring books as well. As one of my favorites also is the Nanny Words of Wisdom and Devotion. It's a 30-day devotional that fosters discussion about character development, integrity, why we shouldn't tell lies, and why we shouldn't gossip and hurt other people.
Wow, that's a mouthful. You know, a lot of times when people think about doing wrong, they don't necessarily include gossiping in that, because the bottom line is when you gossip, not only does it hurt the person that you gossip about, but it hurts you, because you are you're blocking your blessings by being, you know, spiteful and ugly.
Your reputation and your own integrity, and you do things like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for your dedication in writing about something that's near and dear to your heart and sharing your story with the world. Now, tell us how we can get your book.
You can find me at the nannyandmestore.com. That's where we are online. We're also on Amazon. But all updates and everything come through our website. So we would love for you to go there today, subscribe, and we'll be sending out emails to keep you updated on all the products and new books. We are going to bring the grandfather in. Grandpa G will be coming along, as well as Robert.
Awesome.
So for grandfathers and grandsons, and also grandmothers and grandsons, because we want to show the whole African American family as it is in entirety. Everything is not broken.
All right. Now, not only does she have these beautiful books over here, she also has a merchandise. You know, you can get your mask, get your a bonnet. Yes.
Hair bows.
All right.
And on the website, they'll find blankets, they'll find towels. We have everything we need when we go to Nina's house for the weekend.
All right. Now, if you've already came in and fell in love with this book right here, you want to go ahead and get your baby these merchandise right here. So, if you're watching, you're familiar with this young lady, and you have fell in love with her books, come get her merchandise. If you haven't fell in love with her books and seen her books, come get her books and come check it out. Nanny, look what I can look what kind of be.
Nanny, they look like me. Nanny and me, words of wisdom and devotional.
All right.
The Christmas that Ramona learned why, learning how the summer that Ramona learned how to make ice cream, and that's homemade ice cream with rock salt in the backyard. That's not that newfangled stuff we're eating. So let's just give clarity to how you
project. And another thank you to Queen Sister Trish.
All right. I do apologize. But I don't know. I just can't get the audio to come in. I did not download the audio. I actually was trying to share it. I've shared it before, and I don't know why the audio is not working today. But um I and what I'm gonna do is I do apologize. Please do not charge that to my heart. Um I am gonna actually um play the recording next week because I have to download it instead of sharing the screen. I have to go back and edit it because it was 11 minutes, and the only way I could upload it to the system is it has to be 10 minutes or less. So that's the reason why I didn't download it, because it was 11 minutes. No harm, no foul. It was 11 minutes, and so I wasn't able to send it in that way because each pre-recording has to be 10 minutes or less. So we're going to go ahead and bring it up on next week. And I do apologize, Miss Miracle. I want to apologize to you in advance. Um, but I have to play it next week because I have to download it and I have to go back in and edit it in order to be able to upload it into the system. So I do apologize, but we had Miss Alana on, and Miss Miracle will be up with us next week on the It's in a Book Show. We hear live every single Friday. Thank you so much all for coming to support Miss Miracle. But her interview will be playing next week, so I can get it and condense it and be to upload it into the system, because for whatever reason my device, it won't play it in there. Something what I did with the settings, and I have to go fix the settings in order for the audio to work for this program. So without any further ado, we're gonna bring Miss Alana up and we're gonna give her her final thought, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna play a commercial, and we're going to talk about some more books. That is some good Mother's Day gifts. And thank you so much, Miss Miracle's mother, for coming in and sharing the video, sharing the show. I definitely appreciate you, but I hope you're able to make it back next week. Um, Thank you so much. All right, Miss Alana. All right.
Hello.
Hello. You got a final thought for us?
Um, just want to encourage, everyone to just whatever your dreams are, to go for it. I always, tell my sisters, I always, tell them to jump scared. And a lot of times I found myself being the one that needed to hear that same thing. So yeah, it really did take courage for me to get on the live, because I'm more of a background, as Gina said, singing in the background. I'm more of that type person. But go after your dreams. Whatever your dreams are, go after it and just jump scared. Um for me, I just don't like being in the forefront, but um I'm also learning that when God is ready to speak, that you have to be obedient. So um whatever it is that you want to do, jump scared. Also, I want to give a shout out to Tanisha Reed. Hey, Queen. Thank you so much. I know we tell you all the time, but I don't think I will ever stop telling you that. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your vision. Thank you so very much. We greatly appreciate you. We greatly appreciate you. Um, Shout out to all of the queens that are a part of the I Am Queen Anthology. I love you, ladies. Um, and make sure you all just go get our book. Purchase our book for your mom, your sister, your co-worker, aunties, play aunties, god aunties.
Everybody, let's
Oh,
get
the
that
whole
book.
family. Just get
Baby,
the
let's
whole
all
family
need
a
to
book.
read that book. Read it for them holidays, you
Just
know.
go ahead, stack up for the holidays. Y'all know Christmas will be here tomorrow.
I'm trying to tell you, this year is moving like
So just
nobody's
go ahead.
business.
Just go ahead and shop early, have the gifts already ready. So shout out to my sister that was supposed to be on here tonight, Miracle. Love you, sis.
Yes, man.
And just thank you to everybody that has shown us so much love and support throughout this entire process. And thank you to Miss Tammy. Thank you so much for allowing us to come on your platform, and to just share our stories with your audience and your family as well. So thank you so much for having us.
Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you so much for making this, I am Queen Month wonderful. Miss Trish had approached me about the opportunity, and I jumped on it because I am always ready to um support others in their endeavors and what they're doing. And this is something that I was excited about. I worked harder this month than I've ever worked. It doesn't help that I had tax season going on too, but I worked hard this month to, get them flyers out, to, promote and so forth. So thank you so much for, giving me something to do, allowing me the opportunity to support y'all in what you're doing.
Yes,
I wasn't able to make it out to the event, but I did get my virtual ticket. But I wish I was there. I was there in spirit. So definitely thank you so much for accepting, and all the other I Am Queen Anthology co-authors. The opportunity still is there. So when you're able to, iron out a Friday to come on the show at 7 o'clock Central Time. We're here every single Friday, 7 o'clock Central Time. Definitely let us know, and we will get those flyers flowing, and we will get you on. Next week we'll have Miss Miracle's pre-recording coming up for her interview to talk about her chapter and talk about her journey as being a part of I Am Queen Anthology, and the different brands, the brand that she represents for her personal business. And we look forward to hearing that interview, to be able to share that with the audience. So definitely thank you so much, Miss Miracle. Jump scared. That's some heckified advice. Jump scared.
gotta do it.
Sometimes you're scared, when you got to get out there. But when God say move, you got to trust God when He says move, and get to moving and make those things
See,
happen. They say obedience is better than sacrifice. So just don't think about it as a sacrifice. Think about it as being obedient, and you do what you're supposed to do, and God take care of the rest. He'll carry you along the way, no matter how scared you are and trembling in your boots. I promise you, God will give you the strength to make it happen, and it will be blessed. Even if you trip and fall, it's okay. You still was obedient to God, and ultimately that's He is the one who you need to please. So thank you so
yes.
much, Miss Alana. Thank you so much for that
Thank you for
wise
having
word.
me.
Yes, ma'am. Jump scared. So I need y'all to remember that. If
And
you
I
don't
want
remember
to
nothing
point
else
out,
from today,
I
jump
think it
scared.
was I want to say that I think it was Steve Harvey that said that. So I just want to put that out there for everybody to know, because people be talking about copyrights and stuff, and I want to get in trouble. But I think it was I think it was Steve Harvey that said that. But yeah, I just took it and ran with it because it was
It's
powerful.
real. It's real. Whenever you're making any kind of change in life, whenever you come to go in any kind of new direction, whenever you are doing something that's worth doing something with, that's bigger than you, it can be scary. Even
Yeah.
the biggest of the celebrities and so forth, they still, whenever they go into a new territory, you think about Michael Jordan when he was a basketball player. He always wanted to be a baseball player. He wasn't as good as a basketball player, but he got out there and he tried it. He jumped scared.
Right.
So thank you so much, Miss Alana. And we look forward to
Thank you.
hearing much, much more from you. Please keep us abreast on your launch date for Hey, girl, we want to hear from you.
Yes, ma'am. I sure will.
All righty. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all
Thank
get that book.
you.
You're welcome. Make sure y'all get that book for your mother. Mother's Day is May 14th. That is a Sunday, as Mother's Day always falls on a Sunday. Make sure you get that. Make sure you get a book for your mother. Hashtag books are great gifts. This is something that would truly, truly bless her. Get it for your auntie, that special auntie. I have a special auntie, she's long gone, but I had a special auntie. So, get it for that cousin, get it for that niece, get this book and let her know that she is queen, no matter what her capacity is in. Sometimes the crown could be a little crooked, but nevertheless, you are queen. So thank you so much, Miss Alana.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me with everything. So we're gonna talk about some more books that we have in the bookstore. Some amazing books. So just to quickly rehash over the books that we talked about a little earlier. We have journals. We have journaling experience. We have finances. We have single mothers. We have positive affirmations. What are you telling yourself? And we have finding joy in the journey. No matter what that journey looked like, no matter how hard that journey is, find joy in it. So, all right. Our next 4 books we're going to talk about, and then we're going to run a commercial, and I'll be back with you shortly. We're going to talk about the strength beneath the scars. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? That's on our website, www.krcbookstore.com. This is by Miss Bridget Ford. Beautiful, beautiful book of poems. Then we have our Prayers of Boss Babe series. We have volume 1. We have volume 2. And we have volume 3. So these are Prayers of the Boss Babe. These are some books that I co-authored in. And this is actually a co-author project. This is a devotional. So if you have a mother figure in your life that enjoys a devotional, to be able to hear women talk about their experiences with God and their experiences with the scripture and how they utilize those experiences for throughout their life to be able to function. Now, I know it says Prayers of the Boss Babe, and you probably think, well, I'm not a businesswoman, so how does this apply to me? The reason why it says Prayers of the Boss Babe is because these are women who are in the marketplace. These are business women, and they talk about how they apply scriptures to their business, not just their business, but to their family life. So they talk about the scriptures in a practical standpoint. So get one of these. You got volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. So let's go ahead and run a commercial, and I'll be back with you shortly.
But it's, who wants to look, simple when you can look stunning?
Okay. That was one of my short commercials. Sorry, y'all. So then we have this beautiful book right here. This is 30 Days of Truth. It talks about different words that can affect you in your life profoundly and what those words mean to you. Well, what they meant to her. And then allows you to think about what it means to you. So it has an area in there where you can journal and talk about what does purpose mean to you, and so forth and so forth. Then we have Empowering Her to Boldly Move Forward in Her Power. So we have this one. Then I grabbed those ones by accident, but we're going to go ahead and show them since they're here. This is my book, our self-published book. why your refund is so low. So this is good for the business owner, especially the first year business owner. Then we have Out of Brokenness. This is a book of poems from a young lady talking about different things that she went through and how she was broken and how she was shaped and she was formed and shattered into pieces and still missing and buried and beneath pain, shame, lack, feelings of not enough and being unworthy, too short, too fat, too skinny, too loud, too quiet, too broken. So these different labels that people put on you or we put on ourselves where we feel like we're too something to be great. So out of brokenness. Then we have this 30 journey thus far. This young lady is out of Atlanta. This is a book of poems where she talks about things in her life. Now, a lot of these books talking about women going through different things in their life. And why is people telling about different things that they're going through in their life? Because you might be going through something in your life. So go ahead and get you a book and read you some book of poems to get inspired. Then this young lady talks about how she dealt with suicide. So when the pieces begin to fit. So things when we're going through things, we're not understanding why we're going through these things or what we need to do with this thing that we're going through. And somewhere along the line, things begin to fit in together. So when the pieces begin to fit, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Why settle for crumbs? This young lady talks about how she was in a relationship that she felt like she was settling for crumbs. And she talks about it in this standpoint because some people may think that this is talking about bashing, male bashing, but this is not true. It's talking about something personal. It points at herself and the things that made her choose to be in that particular relationship. Why she chose to settle for crumbs at that time. And somewhere along the way, she woke up and decided that she wasn't going to settle for crumbs. She wanted the whole darn cake. Boom. Okay, women lead. This talks about how women are making waves in this world, making waves in this world and being leaders in their own rights. And it says heels are optional. So you ain't got to put on no heels to be that woman making that difference. Boom, women lead. All right, and these two books, last and definitely not least, this is by Miss Shannon Gordine. Now, this young lady, when I first met her, which was a year ago, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, she had just these two books, and she talking about her mask, unveiling the pieces of a broken mask, and she talked about mask behind the mask. And so, not only does she have these two books, but she has two other books, and she does a lot of wonderful things with the youth. She actually does different youth talk and making an impression on tomorrow's what's tomorrow's going to bring. So that's talking about our future generation and talking to them and inspiring them and helping them, guide them in a positive manner so they can bring about positivity to this world. So these are some very good books. So all right, you guys. We have been on here for an hour and 13 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing on up, close these doors, and we're going to come back again next Friday, 7 o'clock p.m., and we're going to come back with that recording from Miss Miracle, our last young lady that had this had been on that came on the It's in the Book show for the I Am Queen Anthology. Now we have some other young ladies, and like I said, the invitation still stands for the other young ladies. Once you get, all the, everything taken care of, and the offer still stands. I would love to have the rest of y'all on, but I enjoyed the ladies who did come on, who did get the opportunity to come on, and I look forward to the other ladies, and I look forward to playing that interview for you for Miss Miracle. Thank you so much, you guys, for being awesome and amazing and being such a support here. We have a lot of things going on. I want to real quickly go over the different events. I'm not going to keep you too long here. We have the up and coming It's in the Book Awards, which is July 29th. We're going to be in the Houston, Texas area, and we're going to be giving out some awards and celebrating some authors in their own rights. We're going to be celebrating some contributors to to Black literature, whether we're talking about publishers, we're talking about editors, we're talking about formatters, all that makes a major difference in making a difference with bringing about and celebrating Black literature. So that's going to be on July 29th, 2023, this year in Houston, Texas area. Then we're going to do an event in Louisiana in the October time, still in the planning stages. I will definitely let you know when we are able to get the information out there. We're going to be looking for sponsors. We're going to be looking for vendors. We're going to be looking for people to participate in that. Now, what is that going to be event going to be about? We believe that just as we sit around and we watch TV together, we should read together. Whether everybody is reading their own book or you're reading one book to one another, we believe that that's so important for our children to see us pick up a book and read it. So that's what that event is surrounded in regards to. It's going to be in the Louisiana area. Please make sure, if you're in the Louisiana area, definitely make sure that you get with us to be able to help us make that event come to fruition. Funding, volunteers, venues, we need all those things, and we are super excited about that. We was planning an event in Chicago, but because of the magnitude of the event that we were trying to do, I figured it was best, along with the rest of the committee, thought it was best to push it to next year. So that particular event is going to be about family as well, family hanging together and playing games. We are looking for Black-owned game creators, like board games, little floor games like we used to play in Jacks and so forth. So we are looking for those who would like to have their game at that particular event, to be to showcase that game, to be to get the information out in regards to that game. So just the same as we sat around and we played spades and dominoes and so forth, we want to bring these particular gamers to fruition. Not Atari, but that family game where you're talking to one another, where you're talking smack and saying, hey, I got you, I beat you, I was better in this game than you, and so forth. That fun camaraderie, that funness about it, and that togetherness about it, that family unity about it. So that's what we're going to be doing. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I thank you. Everybody have a wonderful and awesome day. Be safe this weekend. And much love to you all who have always supported It's in a Book Show, and for those who will be supporting us in the near future. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye-bye.